What up? Normally when I make these videos it's rained and we have a look outside during that time, but it's a really nice day. I'm not sure when the last time it rained here because I've been gone for a month, and that's the reason for no videos or the lack thereof. I do know they had some wind because there's a big pile of limbs the family picked up while I was gone. I happen to be in Italy for my part-time job around the Naples area, and I just got back and it's time for another video. So we'll get started with that. So I have my previous video about building this Y for Easy Track, and I've always wanted to extend on it because it gives you more space, or it gives you more track, and I had some track I wanted to use up, so that's what I did. And right now it's temporary because I was building it to test out what I had and see what I wanted to do. But I extended the Y with a main and a siding, and then this other track here is just seeing how much I had to be able to maybe put that in. So I have the shelf and a board down there. I'm probably not going to use that for this, or when I make the permanent bench work. And obviously I need to make legs because you can see I got totes and bins and boxes for rolling stock supporting this, and it works out. I built this right before I left. I think I said I was gone for a month, or just under a month, but I threw this together and tested it out mainly to see if I would need to run another power bus down here and put in some double insulating rail joiners for the auto reverser. But as of right now, it's working. I wouldn't park a whole lot of power or anything that draws power over here just because it's all running through the auto reverser. I don't know how well that would handle it. I imagine it would handle some, but I don't want to battle test it or anything. But that's kind of the latest thing, which one of the big reasons was to use up the last few sections of the 36-inch track sections that I have. And I think I had one or two 18-inch sections, but to give me more track to do stuff with, or park trains. As you can see, I have the ON30 parked over here and some HO stuff behind it. Oh, and there's some more track. I just don't have enough turnouts. And I might change that up when I get turnouts, either the actual Y turnouts or some left or rights, depending how I figure out how I want to do this. I think the biggest thing is to come up with the bench work I want to do. That'll be more permanent, so I can get this out of here or put this back. So here's a look down this way. Plus I have another thing is I have more room to come this way with track if I want. I kind of do, because it gives me just more track. And you can see this side. Originally I thought about adding a curve in here and having this curve out this way into the room and add bench work that way, but it's even with like a 26 or up to the 35 radius curves that you can get with Easy Track, it was gonna have to come this way still a lot before it made the curve, with how far the Y is already into the room. I would have to basically move this closer to the wall to be able to have it come into this section. So it was just easier to go out like this. Of course, there's always a chance that if I go this way, I can then add bench work kind of going this way with the curve track I have. So I have a good bit of that left over here in this bin. and it would just give me more space. And with the sidings, that would give me, I could be able to curve that out, because I have like 28, 33, and 35 down in the bin. So it would just take up floor space in the room, but it would be pretty narrow, because for right here, like I was talking about, I want to redo. I'm not going to use this shelf. When I make the bench work, I'm going to probably have plywood that matches the length here, and then taper it down to what I need going out in the room, which is the plan right now. But also, I'm may gradually make it narrower going this way, and leave a little bit more space to be able to do something in the future. But as of right now, I'm kind of close to being out of Easy Track, and I'm not really wanting to buy a whole lot or invest in a whole lot more at this time. So I don't know. Basically, how wide I would make this board, and then keep that width going around if I add in the curves. So besides track work, I got some more light kits in for my Atlantic Coastline passenger train to be able to add the lighting to most of the cars. My my last car is an Observation. It's going to get this sound car, and part of that will have interior lights, or be hooked to one of these interior light kits, and marker lights on the outside that I want to do, with the center marker light being more of a Mars, like some of them had, and then the two sides being just regular LED lights. For the other cars, to be able to control them, I got these TF4s, and then in this box is some purple LEDs that I'm going to hook in to all the cars, so I can change the interior to a purple color, kind of for ACL. I know they didn't have that. That was just something I wanted to do. Since I found these purple LEDs, I got to see how well they look. Like I said, I've been gone, so they were just hanging out till I got back. And I got all this stuff up here because it was downstairs, but that'll give me something to do. I need one more, or I need a light kit for the Observation car, and then I have these to light the upper level and the lower level that's hidden by the dome in that car. So that'll because they make a split light kit that'll work with that, but it doesn't light the two sections. So one of these is for this. That gives me 4 of those. I need 2 more of those, I think, kits. And then my baggage car, I'm probably not going to put lights in, but I need the better trucks, and so I need to order those. But the one small window coach I did with the Soundtracks decoder, which is mainly for locomotive, but I'm going to try these TF4s because they're just 4-function quad decoders. I don't need the wiring for motors and stuff, so this will give me the control of the cabin lights, and then my purple light that I'll have in there for the effect. And it allows me to assign the car address in either 2 digits or 4 digits. So, which some of my cars have names, so I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up, and hopefully pretty soon I'll be able to get permanent bench work done for this. I gotta go see if I have the lumber lying around that'll allow me to do it, or I'll have to take a trip to the store. Either way. And then like I think I mentioned, I'll probably put in a double rail gap somewhere, and then run a power bus so that this section, however it ends up going around over here, has its own power and is not relying on the auto reverser to provide power to the whole section. I think that kind of depends on how much track I get over here and how much stuff I park over here. But anyway, that'll be something for in the future. I've gotten pretty far with lights for the other for my passenger train, so that'll probably be the next video for working on that, because I got a good bit done, and then have a few cars left to do, so we'll go over that. But anyway, like and subscribe. Later.